It is time to check out the new movies hitting the theaters this weekend, and David at the Snack Bar is here, and he's going to give us his take. I love this part of the show.
Well, thank you. I do
it,
too.
it makes me realize all the movies I need to see, and then I never end up seeing them because I get too busy. But I get excited about them for the moment.
I need to write them down and remember when they come out on DVD.
That's it.
Because none of the ones this week you're going to remember, believe me.
Oh, boy.
We start off with a George Clooney movie, and it's hard to believe that there's actually a George Clooney movie that might be forgettable. It's called The American, and he plays an assassin who happens to be running, and he's in Rome during this one.
Don't talk to anyone. And above all, don't make any friends, Jack.
Clooney plays an assassin. He's on Europe. He's on vacation in Denmark, and suddenly killers come after him. So he goes on the run and ends up in Italy, and they're after him again, even though he accepts a final job. But the job isn't exactly what you think it is. And it's very slow. This movie, everything we're seeing here is just about all the action that's in the movie. If you've seen the trailers, you've seen all the action.
Really?
There's a little bit of love and romance, but it's not a great action movie. As a matter of fact, audiences last weekend didn't like it. Even though I did. It's 3 bags of popcorn. If you're a Clooney fan, you're going to like this movie. If not, skip it altogether.
If you want real action and adventure, this isn't it.
This is not it. Absolutely not. And then we have a romantic comedy called Going the Distance. Drew Barrymore plays an intern who doesn't mean to fall in love. She's in New York, but she lives in San Francisco. She's working there, falls in love with a guy, and they have to split up and see if they can keep a long-distance relationship going.
Okay, let's see it.
I'm leaving in 6 weeks.
We're saying
Keep it light.
Disease-free in light.
This is actually a pretty good romantic comedy. I mean, and you know, I'm not a big one on chick flicks, but Drew Barrymore's good. The Matt guy is pretty good too.
Yeah, I like him.
He's in a lot of stuff. Although I think he might be a little bit too young for her in the film, but it comes across okay. She's an older intern because something that happened earlier in her life. And again, she goes back to San Francisco. They try to keep the relationship going, and it does have some funny moments. Some supporting cast is good. I liked it. It's also 3 bags of popcorn for Going the Distance.
I like her, too.
She's really good.
And she always looks young. Will you find out her secret for me?
Yeah, I wish I could.
Okay.
I could use it as well. And then we have a documentary, which is very near and dear to people in Phoenix. It's called The Tillman Story, and this is about Pat Tillman, and it's about what really happened to him and the government cover-up involved.
They told me, you need to keep your mouth shut about it.
People start asking questions, and then all of a sudden the Tillman story changes.
Now, everyone has heard of the story from every different angle.
Right.
However, if you see this, you will learn things you didn't know. I mean, they actually tell you what their theory is of how he died, and they have testimony from the people that were there. They go to the government cover-up. It's a really interesting movie. It's all, you know, old footage of Tillman and the family. There's footage from the funeral. There's his father's talking to his mother. It's really interesting, and it will kind of make you a little angry.
Great.
Yeah, exactly. But you do, I think, learn the truth. And
is that his mom right there?
That is his mom right there. She's re-releasing the book she wrote about it. And I liked the movie. It's well done. And it's definitely worth going out to see on a documentary. Especially
Can you see it anywhere, or is there
no,
only a
this
certain
is strictly
theater?
only at Harkins Camel View right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and so, but it's worth the trip out there. 3 bags of popcorn, I would take it for a matinee. It's a documentary. It's hard to get more than 3 for a documentary.
Right. And how long? Do you know how long it's going to be out there?
As long as it continues to make money. That's
Okay.
the way. That's the way they do that. And then we have Lebanon. Now, this is a story about an Israeli tank group, a tank going into Lebanon, supporting the paratrooper group in the very beginning of the Israeli-Lebanon war.
Okay, I don't think we have video for this, but we do have the graphics, so tell me about
quickly,
this one.
It takes place entirely in the tank, so it's a little claustrophobic. It's well done.
The whole movie?
The entire movie takes place inside the tank. You see the outside world through their viewfinder. There is some action, 3 bags of popcorn.
How big are those tanks? Not very big.
Well, enough for 4 people, and somebody else will keep popping in and out.
And that's available at all the movies?
Again, only at Harkins Camel View.
Okay. Wow.
And then another one opening was Animal Kingdom. I'm sorry. It's about gangsters in Australia. I really didn't like the movie. It's kind of too violent and too weird for me. 2 bags of popcorn, also only at Harkins Camel View.
Okay, they're going to be really busy this weekend.
I hope so.
Harkins Camel View. There's a lot of them that are only there. Real quick, great chick flick that we should
Going
see
the
this
Distance.
weekend?
Going the Distance is the romantic comedy of the week.
Okay.
I liked it, and I think you will too.
Okay, great. I'll have to get to a movie this weekend.